Hello, good morning. Birthday. Birthday is sort of like nostalgia, sort of like reenactment to relive another event that happened in the past. It's a nostalgia, but the thing is, this nostalgia, it's not archived, encoded in the calendar of my memory. It doesn't exist. It is recorded or archived in a calendar, parental calendar, family's calendar, or outside calendar. It's not mine. I don't remember when I was born, I was told. So I try to kind of bring these kind of events in the past, from the past to the present every year. If you ask my conscience, you ask me directly like this, you say, why? My answer will be the same. I'd like to live this nostalgia, to go back and remember my day. This is le conscient. If you ask mon inconscient, bien subconscient, you ask my subconscious, you say, why? Not me, I'm asleep, I'm hypnotized. And you ask, my virgin nature, my intuition is seeking eternity. Is seeking the eternity. It doesn't want to be, for instance, to find a limit to this eternity. This is my true nature, is seeking eternity. So the feeling is true. The feeling is healthy, but the thing is, am I feeding this feeling correctly or appropriately or inappropriately? Now, between brackets, for against or as some religious sects or religions, some of them, they exaggerate with this kind of like words, the words not celebrating this, they exaggerate with this. I'm not for that. Doesn't mean I am for or I am against. No, I'm not. I'm nowhere. I'm nowhere man in a nowhere land. So, back. Eternity. We leave this aside. Consider me as an ant, the size of an ant in a train. You ask me and you say, I am walking in a train, in a big train, and I am with my willpower. It's my decision. I am walking towards the east, direction of the east. And if you ask me, I tell you, no one can challenge me. And I am positive, which is true. Nobody can challenge me. Do I feel the train? I don't feel it. Well, the driver or the conductor, le conducteur, I don't know what you call him, of the train was going towards the west. And I didn't realize that because I didn't have enough eyesight, like power to see, the trees. They were passing by the windows, looking, I was an ant. So I claimed it's my willpower. And the driver, he said, no, it's my willpower. And then the earth spoke to both of us, said, well, can you claim the east or the west? Do you have an east or the west without me? This is the earth. It's turning around itself. So it has a willpower. It's turning around itself day and night, subject to this duality. Yet, it's turning around. This is cycle. Epicycle is turning around here and doing this. Epicycloid, look at that. By the time the earth claimed that, the sun spoke to the earth. The whole Milky Way, the Milky Way, the system solaire, this galaxy is getting into a challenge. Each one is claiming something. It's me. No, it's not me. It's you. No, the sun is saying, how can you claim the east or the west? Is there east or the west without light? How can you speak about the east or the west? I keep quiet. Thus, the moon, the moon there Tonight he said, look, I recognize, I admit, I recognize, and I testify in front of God and the nation that I'm saying only the truth, only but the truth, that I'm taking the flicker, my flicker light is from you, from the sun. But people realize or count the days, especially Muslim calendars, under the moon. So I have a big role in this Milky Way system solar. You know what I'm saying? How can they claim whatever instead? All of them, they are navigating in space. Do you understand? They are not like this. لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون. Say, neither nor. The sun can reach the moon or the moon can reach, you see this distance, whatever, it's everything is meticulously. And all of them are navigating in space. They didn't realize that. So where am I, my willpower and my time? Do I have a time? Can I claim that? So anyway, you know, there is a center in this earth. It's not a center in a Milky Way. It's a center coming from the seventh heaven. There is this center. When you say in math, geometry, you say, I forgot the word. Oh gosh, I should have prepared it. I forgot, but I'll get back to it later. Concentric. Hey, good. Concentric. In other words, there is a cycle here. The same center there. With the same center here, it's the same. This verticality. Even if it is another circle, but they have the same center. So talking about the earth here, where is it falling down? It is falling down in the Kaaba. You know, the Kaaba. So understand that the time in this Milky Way is the same thing, the time that is we are driven. So human being is driven, is in the locomotive, in the wagon of what? Daily life, traditions, the routine. What is the next one? You say the culture, the nationalism, in the parent, everything is transportable. He is transported, carried out by. He doesn't know that. So the real time, getting back to my subject topic, is the real time. Where is my time? If I am there, I say I'm an ant. I am, a willpower is totally taken from me. That I don't know. I'm talking about the willpower and the time at the same time, the segment of time. I'm claiming it's mine, that it's not mine. How can I speak about the time since the time I am driven and I am taken and I am, how can I claim that? I mentioned the Kaaba. What is the Kaaba? What has to do with the Kaaba? I don't know. You know, when you look at touristic places in the world, they are fashioned with the seventh, like les sept merveilles. You know, see, every place has its, you know, like beauty, magnificent, this. When you come to Kaaba, you don't find anything. It's the most visited site in the world, visited with the number of people visiting this site in the world. There are 4 walls. Each side, or I should say, its pillar. Pole represents something. They represent the 5 pillars of Islam. And what the 5 pillars of Islam? What is this? What do they have to do with this? Where's the 5th one, by the way? The 5th one is the first shahada, which is the confession. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. It's in the verse text, the first one. It's in the middle. You don't see it. It doesn't exist. All depends on the person's sincerity. That is vertex that is linking every one of all the 4 pillars: prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage. What this has to do with our time, whatever. The true time, as I mentioned again, I couldn't link between all these different topics. All this time, willpower, I'm driven, taken from me. I am in reality, I'm an automaton. And an automaton, you cannot attribute the time to an automaton. He is acting without conscious awareness. That's not his. We are all like this. Is the time that you can attribute to yourself is when you see the segment of time from these objective time. What they spoke about the Milky Way. Can you withdraw yourself from that? That's a very good question. You know, when you say the creator, I mentioned this, I go back to the 5 pillars. They take you out of this galaxy. They take you out of this Milky Way. And then you can speak about your age. So, La ilaha illallah Muhammadun. What is it? Muhammadun Rasulullah. What is it? You know, translation says, there is no God except God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. That is correct, it's true. When in fact, it doesn't start with the affirmation of a negation. There's a place in the Quran you say, وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. You say, after a person being studying and then preoccupied and say, وَاعْلَمْ. You say, wake up. You say, وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Be notified, bear in mind, be advised that there is no God except God. Here. Knowledge. When the confession itself, it starts by negation directly. La ilaha. Why? You know, when a person is living a compression, daily life, culture, nationalism, traditions, daily life, as you can see it today. I just want to go on vacation, you know. I just want to, I just want to, you say, and then he's going to say, La, that's what it is. That's exactly the confession. But one second. You are saying, this tawheed, you are eliminating the manyness, everything except God. This is to God, isn't it? Yes and no. You're doing it to yourself because you are driven by the multitude. You are lost in the globality and you are looking for your singularity, your uniqueness. And when you say there is no God except, that's with explosion, after being an implosion inside, you blow up and you say, no God except God. You are getting to your own uniqueness. This is the Shahada. Now, I don't want to go focus, I don't want to spend time, I don't want to spend more than 15 minutes. And people are bored with this. So anyway, getting back now, what is the prayer? You are driven by daily circle. You are driven by, as I said it, epicycle, turning around, epicycloid. The daily life is like this. Life is like this. This time is not yours, it's an objective world. There is a psychic time that you have to withdraw, to seize it from this objective world. Is your power? You are subject to another willpower, you like it or not. If you are in a meeting, you are subject to the willpower that is controlling you. You are in a daily routine, you are with among, that's the willpower of the routine. You are a family, willpower of the family, the willpower of my egoistic desires. All willpower I am claiming, my willpower, but it is subject to another willpower. Another willpower, it's a part of the Milky Way. But when you say the willpower of God, that's beyond time and space. It is always at the time when we don't like it, you know, it works. So you seize the time under an invisibility, not routine. Not work, not celebrating, not anything. You withdraw yourself here. That is the segment of time that person, preferable, not that person, to celebrate. That's a big celebration. You know, at the time I'm sleeping. talking about the prayer of, the morning prayer. I'm sleeping. What is sleeping? Sleeping because I'm sleeping. I understand that. I'm just asking you, what does it? You are on the bed of phantasmagoria. The bed of phantasmagoria, that's I'm driven. That time is not mine. But if you wake up, if you go, you are seizing your own segment of time. That's your age, truly. The time does not exist, doesn't have existence. The time is only God time. May God bless you. See you soon.